of the plot removes most, if not all of his heart. Hey bro, fire this nigga ASAP, man. I'm not even lying. The One Piece live action, I finished it in 2 days. I didn't post the video off the rip because I wanted to see what the world thought about it too. We actually breaking records, biatch. I felt like East Blue was condensed beautifully. 54 episodes into 8, amazing way. Of course you had to cut some stuff out. Don Creed been cut out. He was there, but way quicker. I love that. The way Nami left, her whole leaving was different, but it still added to the story instead of taking away. Every single character I feel like was hit. He was nailed. Casting amazing. Every single character portrays the anime version, but is a real life version. It's crazy because they hit the emotional beats too. I'm not gonna lie, I had hair standing up. I felt something watching these performances. Emily Rudd, she killed Nami, bro. She's killing Nami, because I hope this shit lasts for years and years, man. Now, to get to the dark side and the people whose life quest is to hate on One Piece. For instance, IGN. Kenneth Seward Jr. Yeah, you wrote this? Okay, yeah, I'm finna get on your ass, buddy. Its contents are too elaborate to be stuffed into an 8-hour-long episodes. One Piece tries to incorporate a vast amount of Luffy's origin into a single season. How he acquired the ability to stretch his body, formation of his crew, the Straw Hat Pirates. The initial voyage of the sea route, unknown as the Grand Line, are all reworked to neatly fit the confines of the live action series. I feel like you haven't even done your research for real, because East Blue, which is 54 episodes, stuffing that into 8-hour-long episodes, that's not even that crazy for real. Get to the bigger arcs, that's where it's gonna be a problem. So for you to say that right now, you're labeled as a hater. But let's keep going. One Piece fans will recognize these broad strokes as East Blue Saga, a story told across 44 episodes of anime and 95 chapters of the manga. They also recognize that it would be impossible for all that plot to be trimmed down into a single Netflix show. And we understand that. And you understand that too. It's gonna be certain stuff that's cut, like Don Creed, which was a great cut. Unfortunately, the adaptation doesn't fully commit to restructuring. Instead, it floats somewhere in the middle, trying to tell a bridge story, which also includes as much fan service as possible. A character's backstory might be shared via flashback, but the more intimate encounters need to be properly established. Important facets of their adult selves are absent. An otherwise impactful line from previous versions of One Piece sounds deflated. Its significance is dulled by context that are either hinted or outly omitted, thanks to a quick and pace that emphasizes big memorable moments over the character development. That doesn't prevent the show from being entertaining. The action sequences are delightfully over the top, like a violent version of Peter Pan in which characters are thrown through walls, bludgeoned to death, and half. Visual aesthetics used to showcase Luffy's elastic appendages, giant sea creatures, and other oddities are visually pleasing, none of them compared to the practical effects though. The show is worth watching for its amazing pirate ship sets alone. Essentially, showrunner Matt Owens and the crew made sure the series elicit a sense of adventure has long been One Piece's calling card. Same can be said of the talented cast who ground their characters, maintaining the campy and sometimes corny vibe. Godot's enthusiastic portrayal of Luffy is shockingly believable, though he comes off as a subdued version of his animated counterpart. He's highlighting everything good about it. The characters are portrayed beautifully. I agree in that as well. The cast ground their characters while maintaining their campy. But One Piece major standout is Emily Rudd's portrayal of Nami. I'm telling y'all, her knack for showcasing the navigator's toughness and their attitude. Thanks to Rudd, it's easy to believe that Nami cares about those around her and her actions prove otherwise. Verdict. Netflix's One Piece strives to recreate the magic of its source material in live action, but this requires jetsoning some pieces of the plot. This creates an interesting variation of the long-running manga and anime that works in parts, and the Netflix series is at its best when it charts its own path in response to the changes made by showrunner Matt Owens and the writing staff. Unfortunately, instead of committing fully to this retelling, One Piece constantly sails back to familiar waters and fan service, muddying the experience. It is a shame. What? It is a shame considering most of the other aspects from the visual and practical effects to wild action scenes. While this live action version does an admirable job of showcasing the spirit of One Piece, its abridged treatment of the plot removes most, if not all of his heart. Hey bro, fire this nigga ASAP, man. I'm not even lying. Fire this man. Let me tell you why the One Piece live action works. It works because they stayed true to the source material, nigga. Reason all these other live action has failed, they tried too much to retell the story in their own way. It's gonna be different regardless, because it's certain stuff in anime you cannot portray in real life. That's why a live action is so special. A. And B, what you say of the plot, shut the fuck up, bro. Literally. IGN, look at me. Fire this nigga. IGN, get him off of One Piece. You ain't gotta fire the nigga, but get him off of One Piece ASAP, please. The one thing I will give you, bro, is that you didn't shit on One Piece, but you don't know what you talking about. Blue episode. This nigga just trying to get paid. I ain't gonna handle you trying to get your bag, bro. And the fact that you saying it's too true to the source material lets you know that it's perfect. People have been upset, pissed about these failed live actions is because they feel like their favorite characters and stories been shitted. It took legit fans being actors all the way to the showrunner Matt Owens to make this live action successful, and that is why it is successful. Look, man, you're wrong. Okay, other sources have been giving it the fucking respect it deserves. Like, it's just the fact that you IGN, I know a lot of people are gonna take your opinion and run with it. If literally the next one I saw, Screen Rant, One Piece review, Netflix live action proves anime adaptations can be great. Literally, the One Piece live action was great, amazing, characters portrayed beautifully. Don't listen to IGN, listen to me. ShoddoClips. Word.